Slovenia is a truly breathtaking country, a land of green hills, rivers, vineyards, and mountains. It's a place where tradition and nature live side by side, and where people stay deeply connected to the land. That's why I decided to show you a world many travelers never see, the farms of Slovenia. They are the heart of local life and culture. From tourist farms with authentic rural experiences to ecological farms focused on sustainability and production farms making wine, cheese, meat, milk, and more. Each has its own story and traditions. In this series, I'll take you to meet the people, taste their products, and discover why farming is such a vital part of Slovenian heritage. Welcome to Farm Tour. Today, we're visiting a place of tradition, nature, and authentic Slovenian countryside life. In this episode, Tourist Farm Kladje. This is the Farm Tour Dictionary. Here, I'll explain the meaning of words related to farms, farming, and rural life. A tourist farm is a working agricultural estate that combines farming with tourism. These farms typically provide guests with homemade meals, prepared almost exclusively from their own produce, and often offer experiences like accommodation, guided activities, and farm-to-table dining. When surplus goods are available, they may also be sold to local shops or directly to visitors. Our trip to the tourist farm Kladje took around an hour and a half, with the road winding through Slovenia's stunning natural scenery. Let's hear from our heroes how it all started.
Nahajamo se na turistični kmetiji Kladje.
This is Henrik Podlesnik, the head of Kladje Farm.
Začela se je davnega leta 1989, ko sta starša kupila zapuščeno kmetijo z namenom.
And this, I would say, is the mama of the farm, his wife, Andrea Podlesnik.
Da jo oživita in na njej začneta s turizmom na kmetiji. Kmetija je bila zapuščena, brez elektrike, vode, ceste, porušene zgradbe, tako da sta začela iz nič, pa smo spol skupaj z možem, ko sem se poročila, smo skupaj začeli ustvarjati naprej. Tule imamo ribnik.
A ribnik is a small artificial or natural body of still water, usually smaller than a lake. In Slovenia, ribniki are often surrounded by nature and used for fishing, relaxation, or as part of tourist farms and countryside estates.
Prej je bila napajanje za živino in potem smo se odločili, da bomo to malo uredili in smo naredili ribnik, dali noter ribe, ki jih Dante veselo opazuje.
This is Dante, the head of security.
Voda teče in po zimi, nikoli ne zamrzne, zato ribice noter tudi prezimijo, ima skozi isto temperaturo, je tudi pitna, tako da je to en veliki ponos naše kmetije.
Next to the ribnik stands another local pride, the linden tree Kladenska lipa, reaching 31 meters in height. For Slovenians, the linden was once the center of community life and a sacred tree. In the Middle Ages, no church, castle, village, or town was without it. Under its branches, people gathered for celebrations, meetings, and even important decisions. Farm Kladje is a true gem, nestled high in the mountains, far away from the hustle and bustle of the city. And I couldn't help but wonder, how do they cope with bad weather, rising prices, and animal diseases?
Podnebne spremembe se vsako leto poznajo bolj. Pred leti smo imeli poplavo, sicer tule ni bilo direktne škode, ampak glede turizma se nam je sezona končala takoj. Avgusta se nam je končala in dokler ni bila vzpostavljena cesta, smo bili zaprti, se pravi do novega leta. Glede bolezni živali, tega pa moram reči, da ni.
Nimamo nekih bolezni.
Ni nekih težav pri vzreji živali. Kar se tiče pa cen, je pa, Še vedno premalo cenimo svoje delo, ker tega največkrat najlažje ne ovrednotiš. Ampak v ponos pa nam je, da cenijo naše delo in pa naš trud gostje, ki pridejo in se vračajo.
I didn't ask about animals for no reason. This farm is home to a whole variety of them: cows, sheep, pigs, and even bees that produce honey. Let's hear what our heroes have to say about it.
Drugače imamo 14 krav, zdaj poleti se jih pase doma 2 kravi pa bik, ostale krave imamo na skupni planini. Pridejo sredi septembra domov, pa se pol v prosti reji, tako da noter se pridejo hraniti, ko se pa na jeji gre, pa lahko spet ven, pa zunaj lahko ležijo. Tako da imamo prosto reji. Rezika je pa pri naši hiši že dolgo, tako da je to naša, bom rekla, bolj hišni ljubljenček, kakor pa neka gospodarska žival.
After spending plenty of time with the animals, the farmers took us to their fruit and vegetable gardens. Here they grow an impressive variety of fresh produce, all of which is served directly to guests, straight from the field to the table.
Na naši kmetiji sejamo razno zelenjavo. Tule imamo korenje, rumeno, rdeče, vijolično. Potem imamo brokoli, cvetače, bučke, solato, fižol, česen, čebulo smo že spravili. Na koncu je še pa repa, pol za jesen za kisanje, da bo v jesenskem času na mizah. Zelenjavo ponudimo gostom na mizi, tako da je najkrajša pot od njive do mize.
Niva is an agricultural field used mainly for growing vegetables. Unlike orchards or gardens, a niva usually refers to larger farmland areas cultivated with seasonal crops such as carrots, beets, cabbage, potatoes, and similar produce. After taking a look at the fields, I started wondering, where can you actually buy or taste their farm products?
Pa naše izdelke v bistvu se da dobiti na kmetiji na mizi. Kar se tiče pa zelenjave, to se pa lahko dobi po predhodnem naročilu, da se dogovorimo za dostavo. Nekaj malega pa prodajamo tudi v Ljubljani, na kmetiji Avšič, kjer prodajajo ekološko zelenjavo.
I was also curious to find out which of their farm products are the most popular and in demand among tourists and local buyers.
V prvi vrsti je to hrana, ki je naša, izdelana pri nas, sploh kar se tiče suhomesnatih izdelkov, kakor tudi zelenjave, ki raste na naših njivah.
Unfortunately, I can't show you the process of making these meat products myself, but our heroes shared some footage with us. The round sausages you see in the video are zgonja-savinjski želodec, a dry-cured specialty typical of this region. These meats are traditionally dried in the old granary from December until April or May, depending on how harsh the winter is. We were treated to zgonja-savinjski želodec and smoked pork neck, all homemade right here on the farm. And just look at this. What a beauty! I'd like to give special attention to the bread they serve here. It's baked by the whole family in this traditional oven, following old Slovenian recipes. Unfortunately, on the day of our visit, baking wasn't planned, but I have some exclusive footage for you. Here's the entire process, from placing the dough into the forms, to firing up the oven, to sliding in the loaves, and finally, the result. Fresh, hot, homemade bread. This is something you simply must try. And seeing all this hard work, I couldn't help but wonder, What kind of challenges have our heroes faced while running their farm?
Oddaljenost od Ljubnega. Ves material, vse, kar je bilo treba pripeljati gor, je bilo mnogo dražje, kot če si v dolini. Ker v hrib 12 km peljati, so vsi se pritoževali, da je to drago, in to je bil veliki izziv za nas, ker pač je bilo vse dražje.
And there was still so much more to discover. Let me tell you about another amazing feature of the Kladje tourist farm, the guest accommodations. There are 4 rooms here, each entirely made from a single type of wood: pine, spruce, beech, and ash. For example, the ash room is spacious and comfortable, but the real highlight of all these rooms is the balcony, offering such a breathtaking view. Guests also have access to a large shared living room, and, in my opinion, the cherry on top, the dining room, designed in a traditional Slovenian style. The moment I stepped inside, I felt warmth and tranquility, and I could just imagine how wonderful it would be to have dinner here in the evening. After learning more about the Podlesnik family's work, I asked them about their future. Do they plan to expand?
Širili se ne bomo, ker ni delovne sile, tako da mi ostajamo pri teh kapacitetah.
Ostajamo pri teh kapacitetah in pa se nam zdi, da mora biti v osnovi kmetija, in pa turizem na kmetiji je tudi ena taka panoga, ki se ne sme predati modernim trendom. Ker moderni trendi uničijo tisto pristnost.
And I completely agree with their perspective. In today's harsh reality, where money seems to rule everything, there are so few authentic places left. Places like the Kladje farm. It's not spoiled, not made to fit some template, but truly genuine, where you can feel a deep connection with nature. And behind it all are these wonderful people, the Podlesnik family. When you look at them, and even more when you come here, you can feel their sincerity and kindness. Even now, as I record this voiceover and rewatch the footage, I feel the warmest and most heartfelt memories of meeting them and seeing their work. And in this moment, I realize why I started this project, because how many more such places and people are there in Slovenia waiting to be discovered? As we wrapped up our visit, I asked our heroes what they would like people to know and appreciate about the work of farmers.
Da si tudi kmet zasluži pošteno plačilo. In pa da je odvisen od narave in ne samo svojega dela.
And with those words, we bring our visit to an end. The Kladje farm and the Podlesnik family left us with unforgettable impressions of authenticity, kindness, and a way of life deeply connected to nature. It's places like this that remind us of the true value of farming and the people behind it. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I can't wait to show you more hidden gems across Slovenia. See you in the next episode.